Hello, Scorpio. How you doing? Welcome to your tarot reading for the Gemini season. It's the second monthly in the month of May. I'm going to be doing it obviously by seasons, birth seasons, rather than by the actual calendar month, because it makes so much more sense according to the Astroflower, according to astrology, according to all of those sort of things. So, yes, let's just get into your reading here today. There's loads of the cards just want to jump out with you at the moment. If you haven't seen that, the water signs in Gemini season, go and see it. It's actually really interesting. It's really informative about how you can really put your best interests first, and how you can really engage in life in a way that's beneficial and less stressful, I would say, more than anything else in life. And once you know that, it's much easier to deal with what's going on around you. And once it's easier to deal with what's going on around you, that's when you can really, you know, start creating, start really manifesting things in your life. Okay, so here's your Astroflower. Let's just bring her up. There you go. You've got the overall energies here. Karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influence on the universe, influence from past self, influence from future self, and the general outcome. You can look at it as week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 in the Gemini season, if you like. Okay, let's just get straight on in here with the overall energies and the energies that are coming from you. Let's just see here, Scorpio. I think you're more concentrated on your financial side rather than anything else. Or it seems to be consuming you a lot more on your financial side. Out with the old and in with the new. You could have that on your sort of relationship side as well. Obviously, this is the overall energies. It could be a case that also you're drawing on your material side of life. So, doing well in your job or doing well in your business or your projects in order for your relationship side to work really well. And I think possibly it's easier to have control over your relationship side, but usually if it's easy, we don't have to try so much, and we have to try on the things that may be a little bit more sort of demanding. And I think it's more sort of looking at your Astroflower, looking at the elements and so forth. It seems to be a little bit more demanding on the financial side rather than on the relationship side. That's when you're going to get the real headaches of life. I think if you're going to get them. But here is out with the old and in with the new. And I think it's in response to that work play ethic. I think this is where the energies are sort of turning around to you, Scorpio, and saying, okay, now is the time to um, step it up a gear in certain levels, or just change the way in which you engage in life in a very passionate way. And has to do with that fire coming through you up in this section here. But it's also being played upon the fire that's coming through on your financial side with the cardinal fire that comes in through Gemini. It comes in from Aries, but it's coming through you there as well. And I think this is helping you to give a new direction in your life. Okay, on your relationship side, on your karmic path, let's just see what the message is here. Here it is here. It seems like constant, it seems to be like people you know, or connecting with people you know that fit well with you. It's on your karmic path to go that way. That's what it seems like. Yeah, I think, okay, so you got curiosity, you're walking towards that. I think this is where it's almost sort of saying to you, find those people that really correspond to you, uh, or that you can actually build something with, that you respect and they respect you, and concentrate on those sort of things. You're not going to find thousands of them. You're going to find a very select few, that you can really count on. And creating that group, I think, is really important. And that's where I think you do need to explore the curiosity side of life, of sort of, pushing those relationships in a way by connecting with them emotionally, but also physically, suggesting to do activities together and so forth. being a bit more curious about how far these relationships can go, I think, is really important for you on your karmic path. On your connection to the universe, and this is where it's very transitional, as much as it is a transition on there, which we saw in the element reading here. Okay, so what comes out of this is a mission here. There's a mission. I think the universe is encouraging this Ace of Wands scenario of going on a mission and connecting to people. I had someone sitting on a horse actually in the thing. I should say more about what I see. Yeah, it's victory, and I think this comes in with this. I think the universe is really trying to build a scenario within your relationships which is very solid and is it's recognizable from the outside world. It's recognizable from within you. It's your righteous place. It's winning basically out of life. And I think you're going to win when you connect with these people that, you know, and I said these very sort of few that you're going to have really close to you. On your connection to your past, to your future, this is like I'm getting flowers, I'm getting a cup, I'm getting and there seems to be more than one cup with more than one flower. It's almost as if like you know, there's a beautiful connection to life, and I think this is in the past. You may have made this decision within you to say, no, actually, I'm going to walk on the sunny side of the street. Yeah, okay. So you get the Six of Swords that's coming out here, and I think you've been transitioning towards that, and I think this is why these are transitional sort of elements that we've been going on here, and you're working towards that, or you're being taking yourself towards much calmer shores in regards to your relationships, and I think you're doing very, very well. The difficult point is this fire, this earth and fire section that comes between these two, how you transition it to you. I think you should be stay very um, clear about the direction you want to go. And that's when I was talking about being connected with other people, being very clear the direction you want to go in regards to what relationships you really want to encourage within your life. And that's when you can use the passions of life, the consistent passion of life, in order to get there. Let's just have a look at what's going on in your future self. How is your future self egging you on, as it were? It's offering the seed of life for a future. So it's sort of if you imagine like you're doing your garden, you're preparing your garden for your fruit and vegetables that you're going to be planting up, and you're dreaming about the ultimate courgette, ultimate pepper, tomatoes, and whatever you're dreaming about. And it's like this, your future self is sort of offering that opportunity into you. Yeah, there's an offering of love that comes out of this whole sort of thing. I think if you do concentrate on the relationships that are really tight with you, I think this is what's going to make you desirable by the outside world. And you can see that with the Six of Swords, Six of Wands, sorry, from the universe, and now with this, with the Knight of Cups, it is an offering, and I think this is where your curiosity will allow you to sort of say, is this relationship good for me, and etc. Or it could be for some of you that you will eventually be offering your cup to someone, or some sort of connection, but I think it comes from outside into your life over the next month. Let's see what the general outcome is, because this is really for the future. So this is after Gemini season in a way. But this is the outcome of this month here, this Gemini season for you. Let's just see what's going on there. It, joyous emotions will heal any sort of painful emotions of the past. That's the sort of message I'm getting out of this. I got three of wands. Yeah, I think because you're transitioning from there, I think you do need to be a little bit, um, I wouldn't say procrastinating, because I don't think that's, you know, a good thing. You can do that though, Scorpio. There is no doubt about it. You can procrastinate. But I think here is more of a case of choosing, at what comes out of this is choosing a reality that you wish to live. The wave of reality. You know, on this card here, I don't think you're not going to be able to see it, but there's actually boats in the background behind and out in the Golden Sea, and that's that golden opportunity to actually follow and connect with other people. But it's choosing, it's observing and choosing what you want. So this month here is all about bringing it back to the essentials of your karmic path and your connection to the universe and connection to people that are really worthwhile connecting with. And I think out of that then comes a beautiful offering of love or relationship or connection with, could be with a family member as much as a friend, you know. But let's just have a look what's going on your financial side. In your karmic path here, this is very solid. It's um, it's got a lot of meat on that bone, as they might well say. And I think it comes from outside. I think there's a lot of pressure on you at the moment. Not pressure, but there's a lot of work on at the moment within your life, possibly. If you're looking for a job, I would just get your nose to the grindstone and get out there. You know, obviously, if you don't give your CV to anyone, or if you don't apply for a job, you're never going to get a job, obviously. And I think here is what's happening here is that it's almost your karmic path is almost to go and engage with life around you. Yeah, seeing things in a different way. As I said, I think you do have to sort of knuckle down here, and it's not that you're not capable of doing that at all, Scorpio. You're very, very capable of doing that. But it will feel a little bit like it is consuming, your pathways are consuming you. And it may, you know, you have to look at things in a different way, because otherwise you may feel yourself in a bit of a rut, that you're being dictated by the outside world rather than you dictating it. And I'm not sure you like that very much. But and it's a very solid path, but it's not easy. So in order to do that, you do need to have a sort of a view that's a little bit extended and looking on the outside and in. Okay, on your connection to the universe, and same thing here is that you know it's very consuming for you, transitional, sorry, for you, and this one as much as it's consuming on this side here on your karmic path. On on the connection to the universe, it's very much more sort of transitional sort of thing going on. I think the universe is bringing in more than one offer, and this could be possibly why you need to look at things in a different way in order to choose or to decide what elements or what parts of life you really want to take on. Yeah, they're offering you a lot of different things. The World card offers you all the elements. And the beauty is in this connection here, in this petal here, you have all the elements in combining with the Gemini season. And it is a new cycle for you. And this is where I think lots of things are being offered to you at the moment. And you've just got to look at life in a different way. So there's more than one way to make an omelette, as it were, you know. Oh, I looked at that. I do apologise. Old habits die hard. Yes. So from your past to your future, I've seen it. So I'm, you know, I want to see what the message is from there. I think this is what's being influenced from here, and this is where the transition between the past to the future needs nurturing. You get the Seven of Pentacles here. I think you're starting to see from your past to your future. You're seeing what opportunities will be available in the coming future of how you've approached the situation. So if you've been working on something from the past, you're going to be able to see which things that you're working on in your career path and your business by looking at things in a different way. You're going to be able to see what fruits are available at what particular time. Let's see what's going on your future self. A lot of communication here. I think this is why once you've worked it out during this month there, and you're going through that transition, and you're following that sort of that out with the old and in with the new, your really new way of doing things. There's a lot of communication that's going on here. You get the Page of Pentacles. It seems like there is out of this here, you're recognizing the seeds that are going to be offered to you for new jobs or new business or new project or whatever it is. It seems to be like you're working on something that it started. It's like you work on a business before you even start the business. You know, you do a lot of background stuff before the actual opening of the shop, as it were. And I think this is what's happening here. And I think in the next month here, it's going to really start rocking and rolling for you. I nearly turned that one over as well. Let's just see what the general outcome is for this. And it's learning. One other thing here was on the Page of Pentacles. It's learning about the process you had to go through in order to get what you want. Because you can then start applying it to many different things. And it is a bit of a learning curve here of what's going on the base of you. On the general outcome, it's a fiery mission for you. I think you get the bit between your teeth. Yeah, look at that. Earth and air and fire. Look at that. Now that's what you get in that transition point that is underneath you there. Air and fire. And it is an ultimate victory. As I think out of this, as I say, I think you're getting more than one offering, actually. It's a bit like a crowning glory that's coming into your life. And it is going to bring, ultimately, as I said, I think the rewards that you get on your financial side, is going to pay dividends on your relationship side. It means you're going to earn enough money in order to do the activities you want to do with the people that are really sort of concerned with. And I think this is understanding it and putting in place the opportunities through following your passions and looking at life in a little bit of a different way. You're going to see what you need to nurture in order to get that. And I think this is what's going to allow you also to offer maybe your love to someone, or someone or accept someone offering a good love to you in a way. Let's just do a bit of qualification with the Light Seers card, shall we? Yes. Let's have a look at that. Wow. Ooh. Good reading. Good reading. Very, very productive month for you. Yeah, it did keep popping up a little bit, the Three of Swords, when I was asking for the messages here. I think it's very much the past that. I think this is the new future, out with the old, and that's what you're getting rid of, in with the new. The new is something which is more sort of like that whole sort of thing of taking your time and choosing your reality. Anything that has been painful in the past will be dead, done and dusted with, and gone from you. Yeah, being curious about the connections with other people, I think in a very physical way, and this is where the Hierophant has those steps in order to get to that star. It's also learned and spiritual practice. It's almost marriage as well, the unison between one person and another through the simple steps that take you towards love. And I think this is what you're learning here, and you've been putting this into place for some time, according to that Six of Swords, and you've got the Six of Wands underneath it as well, which is really good. So it's a real transition. You're transitioning into calmer waters, which are actually going to turn out to be something beautiful for you. Let me just see. With the Two of Wands, this has been in the planning for some time, and I think this is what that is all about. You know, this has been in the planning for some time. There may be even travel involved in this. which I think will come out of it more in Cancer season than in Gemini season. But it seems to be some sort of traveling involved, or as I said, it may be just a case of doing more activities with those people that you find, that are really close to you. Yeah, you've been owning your pathway for some time now. I think you've got it understood within you that it all depends on you, of how you apply yourself in the world around you and how you integrate the world around you. It will provide a lot of beautiful things for you. And by the looks of it, your future self is calling you out. You've now got the Six of Wands twice, and it comes up with that. Look at that. I think you do have a beautiful victory coming in for you within your life, and you're cultivating it. There's no doubt about it. You are creating it. But in order to create it, you have to observe a little bit and see where you place your time, your emotions, your energies into life. And I think that's what's on your karmic path. And the general outcome of it is actually you taking a bit of time to think very clearly about what reality you want to be living in the going future. And it's obviously tied into Cancer season. Being in touch with your emotions. This is what that's all about. You're finally starting to manifest what you've been cultivating in your life for some months now. And that's going to bring you, you've got to take your time and be a lot of this King of Cups here. You got the I don't know, that come a little bit off. That starfish or sunfish or whatever, I don't know, whatever you call it. But all the work's going on underneath that starfish. It's all under the surface. And it seems like that's what's going on for you here. And it is taking you to calmer shores. There is no doubt about it. But because you've actually instigated it. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. Looking at things differently. You've got another 7 now. This is connecting your past to your future, I think, more than anything else. And I think it's that evident path. And I think this is what evident of what you've been nurturing in your life is going to finally bring you fruits. It's going to bring you rewards. It's going to bring you a crowning glory within it all. But there's only one cup that's giving you the good stuff. And I would be, very selective. I think there's actually more than one opportunity here. But with each opportunity that arises in your life, I think you need to be very straight on it, as it were. You need to be, straight on it. Very, very clear with yourself and the world around you what you're after. And don't try and combine things. Keep it very, very separate in a way. The world is offering you good seeds for the coming future. There is no doubt about it. It's offering you some, you are to plant these seeds. And that's what it's offering you here. And I think it's a realization more than anything else that comes out of this month there of Gemini season. You're realizing what the best for you is to be done. What seeds are the best to plant? Where you're going to get the best results, or where you can actually engage in it in the best way. With the 7 of Pentacles, you get the 9 of Cups. Yes, I think you will be rejoicing in what you've been cultivating. I think you've got to be proud of yourself, and I think that's what part and parcel out of the old and in with the new. I think you should be proud of yourself of what you've tried to put into life. If you're trying to get a job and you're really trying and you're getting out there and you're putting your nose to the grindstone, I think you'll be chuffed with the results that it will bring you. With the Page of Pentacles, you get the 6 of Swords again. I think this is where that opportunity that is arising in this month here, or this realization as well about your crowning glory, is taking you to much calmer shores that you can build a lot upon. You can build a great future on all of that, on those opportunities that are coming your way. No doubt about it. Yes, as I said, I think there's more than one opportunity that's being presented with this Ace of Swords. It's a crowning glory where I would, though, concentrate on one thing at a time. She's got that tea light there in her hand, but she's got loads around her. and she's concentrating on one thing at a time. And I think this is what you're realizing this month, and that's what you've been cultivating. And I think this is what this whole sort of karmic mission for you is all about as well. That is what you're cultivating in the future for you. So as these opportunities come in, do not try and do too much at the same time. Really decompartmentalize your material life, your job, your business, and your projects. It will help you out no end. Okay, and there on your relationship side, yeah, you're building to a beautiful glow up. But in order to build to that glow up, you really do need to concentrate on the relationships that are really tight with it, you know, and it may change your relationship that you're in at the moment with your partner, and make it a real glow up, because you're being a lot more, because you're concentrating on the finer, on fewer things, but being a lot more concentrated on the energies and the emotions that you give to that relationship. And this may help your existing relationship to glow, but also at the same time, it can help you to find a new relationship, or put your relationship on a new footing, as it were. There you go, Scorpio. Thank you very much for being with us. Really do appreciate your support, and any support you show through YouTube. It's absolutely beautiful. If you haven't seen that element reading about waters, it will be linked around my head at some point. I will see you over on Cymatic TV, where we'll be talking all about energy as well. So I either see you there or see you here, whatever it is. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe on your way through. No, that's the shorts. Do apologise. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.